It was actually pretty amazing for me to see how Indonesian people love to use Insta Story to share their daily life activities and videos and photos from their daily life in Insta Story. And that's just how I get to realize that Insta Story as a social media format is actually pretty appealing. And that's how I get to think about creating something like Insta Story, but that is permanent. Unlike Insta Story itself, that um, is temporary, 24 hours. Insta Story is just 24 hours time span. So I got to do something with it, and that's how I put TikTok element into Insta Story, and now it became Hamster Pub. The first time it was inspired by Indonesian people who love to use Instagram Insta Story to share their daily life activities and updates more than they love using Twitter X. But the second most appealing social media other than X is Insta Story, and that's just how I think Insta Story as a social media could work. Only that if it's not necessarily need to be 24 hours limited, and I guess it's not rocket science if you have two or three things, then you could combine them into one new different entities, one new different platform, and that's how Insta Story and TikTok becoming Hamster Pop. So I guess if Hamster Pop for you is looking like Instagram Story, and if Hamster Pop for you is looking like TikTok too, in a way, user experience, the way you swipe up, the way you turn from one page to another, it looks like Insta Story. So it's not entirely wrong because it was actually inspired by that. And that's how we got now Hamster Pub that we just launched yesterday. It was inspired by Insta Story and also TikTok, but was actually the purpose, the intention of the Hamster Pub itself was not actually to become either Insta Story or TikTok, because it was inspired by Instagram Story and TikTok, but the purpose, the foundation was founded on a different things that will become our trajectory of development. Alright, so that's all that I gotta say. Thanks for watching. See you next time.